This is a GB54 RC2 that does not have dimming installed. We're going to go through the lens removal process, removing the heatsink, removing the reflector, adding the leads to the driver. In order to remove the lens, just get a credit card or a plastic card of some sort. Make sure it's not aluminum or metal or anything that might scratch the lens. Place the card long ways at the end of the lens. Pull back, releasing just enough of the lens. Use your fingertips to pull on the edge. The lens will come loose. Remove the lens. Once inside the fixture, you'll see toolless fasteners, also known as thumb screws. Remove the thumb screws. Make sure you're wearing anti-static gloves or an anti-static grounding anklet or an anti-static bracelet. Do not touch the diodes. Once the thumb screws are removed, you can remove the heatsink. If you do not have access to a table, you can disconnect the heatsink by using the provided quick connects. And you can set the heatsink off to one side or hand it off to a partner. All you will need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Depending on the aperture of the fixture, you may have 2 reflectors or 1 reflector. So you will either have 2 screws or 1 screw. You do not need to remove both reflectors. Just a reflector covering the driver. Set the reflector off to the side. You have access to the driver. Now, obviously, before you begin any electrical work, you need to make sure that there's no power running to the fixture. So disconnect it from the live power supply or trip the breaker so that there's no power coming to this fixture. Once you're confirmed that there is no power to the fixture, then you can go ahead and begin the process of disassembling. So what you have here is a driver that does not have dimming. You'll need to provide a purple and gray lead or leads of any color, but the leads must be solid state leads. They cannot be the braided leads. These are push pin connectors here that we need to insert the leads to. The push pin will not receive braided leads. They're already color coded for low voltage, purple and gray. In this case, we're using purple and gray to match the colors of the push pin connectors. You can use any color that you have as long as they're labeled or as long as the person knows what the color that is being used and what it's being used for. So on the end, we do not supply a power cord for recessed fixtures. We always provide a knockout. Currently, your fixtures do not have dimming. So you would need to bring the dimming leads from the knockout through the fixture. Push the purple into the purple. When your pin is connected, you'll hear a slight click. If it's loud or noisy, you won't hear the click. So pull back on the wire, on the lead. Make sure the lead does not come loose. Repeat the process for the gray side. Tuck your leads in so that they're out of the way. Try to avoid a 90-degree break. Make sure that there's enough room for the fixtures and for the leads to tuck under. Repeat the disassembly process in reverse. Put your reflector back in using the screwdriver. Get your heatsink, reattach with the quick connect. Tuck your quick connect under the reflector. Line up your thumb screw holes. Reinstall your lens. That's all.